The death of a radiant star. Public Administration Minister and former General Secretary of the ruling Awami League Syed Ashraf Islam died on Thursday while undergoing treatment at a hospital in Bangkok, Thailand. He was 67. MD Mamin ul-Haq, public relations officer to the late Minister Ashraf, told New Age that Syed Ashraf died at Bumrungrad Hospital in Bangkok at about 9:30 p.m. Bangladesh time. Ashraf was elected lawmaker from Kishoreganj 1 for 5 times, including the latest 11th parliament election, held on December 30, 2018. Ashraf left a daughter and host of well-wishers to mourn his death. Ashraf, son of the 1971 Mujibnagar government's first acting president and key liberation war organizer Syed Ashraf Islam, was born in 1952 in Mymensingh. He was active in student politics from his student life. After the country's independence, he became the General Secretary of Mymensingh District Unit of Bangladesh Chhatra League, Student Front Awami League. He also served as an Assistant Publicity Secretary of Central BCL during his student life. After the killing of his father Syed Ashraf Islam along with 3 other high-profile national leaders in Dhaka Central Jail on November 3, 1975, he went to London and worked to organize Bangladesh Awami League in UK. He came back home in 1996 and was elected as lawmaker from Kishoreganj 1. He served as the State Minister for Civil Aviation and Tourism Ministry between 1996 and 2001. He was also elected MP in 2001 and served as a member of Foreign Affairs Standing Committee in the Parliament. In 2008, he was elected as lawmaker again and appointed as the Minister for LGRD and Cooperatives Ministry. He took over the charge as a Minister of the Public Administration Ministry on July 16, 2015. Ashraf was elected as Joint General Secretary in 2002 and General Secretary twice in 2009 and 2012. He held the position until October 2016. He was later made as the Presidium member of Awami League. President MD Abdul Hamid, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and her colleagues including Finance Minister Ama Muath, State Minister for Public Administration Ismat Ara Sadiq, Cabinet Secretary Muhammad Shafiul Alam and Public Administration Secretary Faiz Ahmed expressed condolences and deep shock at the death of Ashraf. No opposition needed. JP wants to be part of new government. The Jatiya Party does not want to sit on the opposition bench in Parliament. Its MPs, in a parliamentary party meeting yesterday, unanimously decided to be a part of the Awami League-led new government. Since we participated in the election under the banner of the Awami League-led Grand Alliance, we want to join the government. Who will sit on the opposition bench is not our concern, JP co-chairman GM Quader told journalists after the meeting at the Jatiya Sangsad Beban. They sat for the meeting immediately after taking oath as members of the 11th Parliament. We doubt if people will accept us as the opposition if we quit the Grand Alliance now to play the role of the opposition, Quader said, adding, "We don't want to sit on the opposition bench, this is a practical problem for us." During the election, the leaders and activists of the JP worked with Al-Men and they now want to work together with the ruling party for the country's development, he said. A delegation of the party, JP, will meet Awami League chief Sheikh Hasina to convey our decision to her. If she has any suggestions for us, we will discuss them in our party forum, Quader said. At the meeting, he said, his party's lawmakers opined that they want to work with the leader of the Grand Alliance to take the country forward. The complication emerged due to the poor performance of the BNP-led alliance in the election, Quader said, adding, "We did not predict such a poor performance by the BNP. The way people voted indicated that they did not want to see the opposition in Parliament," Quader claimed. After the meeting, JP Secretary General Mashur Rahman Ranga told reporters that people were happy with the government and they did not want a major opposition in Parliament. "We want to stay with a new government. However, Grand Alliance Chief Sheikh Hasina will make the final decision in this regard. We will abide by her decision," Ranga said. In the December 30 polls, the AL-led Grand Alliance secured 288 seats. JP, a key component of the alliance, bagged 22 seats. The BNP-led Jatiya Oikya Front managed to win only 7 seats. Independent candidates won 3. Election in Gaibandha 3 was rescheduled for January 27 following the death of a candidate, and repolling will take place in 3 centers in Brahmanbaria 2 on January 9. The Jatiya Oikya Front has announced that its MPs-elect will not take oath as the alliance rejected the polls results, alleging that the election was rigged by the ruling party. Against this backdrop, it was assumed that the JP may sit on the opposition bench, like in the current parliament. The JP became the main opposition in the current parliament formed after the 2014 election, which the BNP-led alliance had boycotted. The JP won 34 seats and its senior leader Roshan Ershad was recognized as the leader of the opposition with the status of a minister. 3 JP MPs were also made ministers. Their dual role has been criticized. The party could not play its due role as the main opposition in parliament in the last 5 years. Meanwhile, JP chairman Ershad could not take his oath as MP yesterday due to his illness, said GM Quader, Ershad's younger brother. He was then scheduled to take the oath separately at 3 p.m. yesterday. But later, he informed Quader that he was feeling ill and would not be able to do so. PM asks new LMPs, cabinet members to take oath on Jan 7. Awami League President Sheikh Hasina yesterday asked her party's newly elected lawmakers not to misuse their position to make a fortune or serve their personal interests. Pointing to her party's landslide victory in the last 3 elections, she also called on them not to consider themselves very powerful. Instead, Hasina asked them to be humble and stand beside the people. People who remain in power for long become monsters. But we shouldn't be monsters. Rather, we will have to be humbler because of the trust the people put in us by giving their huge support in the election, Hasina said, while addressing the Awami League parliamentary party's maiden meeting after the 11th parliamentary election. 6 LMPs separately confirmed her speech at the meeting, held after the oath-taking ceremony of the MPs-elect at the Jatiya Sangsad Bhavan around 11 a.m. Hasina, also the sitting Prime Minister, was the lone speaker at the ALPP meeting, which adopted a resolution unanimously electing her the ALPP chief for a 3rd straight term. Out of the 257 newly elected LMPs, 256 were present. After her re-election, Hasina said it would be her last tenure as ALPP chief. Her party colleagues protested this, shouting, "No, no." They said they wanted her to hold the post as long as she lived, sources said. Hasina was first made ALPP chief after her party's win in 1996. Hours after the ALPP meeting yesterday, Hasina met President Abdul Hamid at the Banga Bhavan around 4:20 p.m. As is the norm, the president invited the AL chief to form a new government as she has support of majority MPs of her party, President's press secretary Joina Laban told the Daily Star. The PM and her cabinet members will take oath at 3:30 p.m. on January 7 at the Banga Bhavan, he added. It was the first meeting between Hasina and Hamid after Awami League's victory in December 30 election. Major opposition parties, including the BNP-led Jatiya Oikya Front, rejected the election results citing widespread irregularities and ballot stuffing. Yesterday, they submitted a memorandum to the Election Commission, demanding a fresh election under a non-partisan government. The ruling AL and the EC termed the election free and fair, and denied that the election was rigged. In Sunday's election, the AL won 257 seats while the BNP-led Oikya Front got just 7 seats. In all, the AL-led Grand Alliance bagged 288 seats, including the 22 won by the Jatiya Party, which took part in the election under the banner of the ruling alliance. In her speech at the ALPP meeting, Hasina told her colleagues, "We are in power now, but remember that it is not permanent. If we stand by the people, nobody will be able to resist us. We have won 3 consecutive landslide victories. But do not consider yourselves more powerful now. Rather behave humbly with the countrymen." She also said her party's main challenge would be to fulfill the pledges in the election manifesto. "So work sincerely," she asked her party lawmakers, and warned them against indulging in corruption. Now we will not consider who voted in favor of vote or not. We are representatives of all. We are MPs for all. We will work for everyone's development, Hasina was quoted by an MP elected from Tangail. She also said people gave a befitting reply to Oika Front, by not voting for them, as the opposition alliance joined the election with Jamaat-e-Islami, a party that opposed the country's liberation war. 289 MPs take oath. Newly elected MPs of the Al-Jatiya party and other parties as well as independent ones were sworn in at 4 separate sessions yesterday. Outgoing Speaker Shirin Sharmin Chaudhuri first took oath, administered by herself, as an MP and then administered the oath to other AL-MPs at the oath room of the Jatiya Sangsad Bhavan. Later, the Speaker administered the oath to the MPs of Jatiya Party, Workers' Party, Jatiya Samaj-Centric Dal, Baikal Padaro Bangladesh, Jatiya Party, Manju, and Tarakat Federation as well as the independent MPs. Deposed military ruler and JP chairman Murshad and Al-Presidium member Syed Ashraf Islam did not take oath yesterday due to their illness. Urshad, who is now PM Husina's special envoy, may take oath today, Parliament Secretariat sources said. Ashraf, who was under treatment at a Bangkok hospital, died last night. Oika Front spokesperson and BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir said that 7 MPs elected with Oika Front tickets will not take oath. Under the law, MPs elect should take oath within 3 days after publication of the Gazette. If anyone fails to take oath within 90 days of the first parliament session, their seats will fall vacant. World leaders keep greeting Sheikh Hasina. The UAE President, Vice President and Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi yesterday congratulated Bangladesh Prime Minister and Awami League President Sheikh Hasina on securing landslide victory in the 11th national election. The UAE President Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Vice President, also Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum and Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan greeted Hasina in separate messages. It pleases me very much to take this opportunity to send to Your Excellency, Sheikh Hasina, my warmest congratulations and best wishes on securing absolute majority in the 11th parliamentary election, they said in 3 separate identical messages. The UAE top leaders wished continuous success of Hasina during her new tenure, welfare and prosperity for her friendly people. They also expressed hope for further progress of bilateral relations between Bangladesh and the UAE for the benefit of both the friendly countries and their people. Meanwhile, the Emir of Qatar, Deputy Emir and Prime Minister have also congratulated Hasina. Qatar Emir Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, Deputy Emir Abdullah bin Hamad Al Thani and Prime Minister Abdullah bin Nasser bin Khalifa Al Thani greeted Hasina in separate messages yesterday, reported BSS. It gives me pleasure, on the occasion of your landslide victory in Bangladesh's general election, to extend to you, on behalf of the people of the state of Qatar and my own behalf, our heartfelt greetings and felicitations, Qatar Emir said in his statement. He also wished Hasina's well-being and continued success as well as further progress and development of Bangladesh. The Emir also expressed his hope that the bilateral relations between Bangladesh and Qatar would be further enhanced in the days to come. In separate messages, the Deputy Emir and the Prime Minister also wished for well-being and continued success of Hasina during her new tenure. Also, Bhutanese Prime Minister Lotay Tshering and Fijian Prime Minister Jose Ivorque Bainimarama yesterday congratulated Hasina. Former Bhutanese Prime Minister Tshering Tobgay greeted Hasina, saying her victory in the general election is good not only for Bangladesh but also for the region and the international community. In a message, Bhutanese Prime Minister Lotay Tshering said, "It gives me immense pleasure to extend warmest felicitations on her victory in the 11th parliamentary elections of Bangladesh." He said, "The landslide mandate secured by Sheikh Hasina is a clear demonstration of the deep confidence and trust the people of Bangladesh have in your leadership as you guide Bangladesh in fulfillment of the vision of Sonar Bangla." Lotay Tshering wished every success in discharging her duties during the coming tenure. He expressed his firm conviction that the warm and cordial relations between Bhutan and Bangladesh would continue to strengthen and achieve new height in the true spirit of friendship and understanding. The Bhutanese Prime Minister said he was looking forward to working closely with Bangladesh to further strengthen the ties and have the opportunity to receive Sheikh Hasina in Bhutan at a time of her convenience. He also highly commended the PM's son and ICT advisor Sajib Waisjoy for his tremendous contribution to her success. Sajib's tireless efforts and leadership is an immense inspiration to the people of Bangladesh and beyond, he said. Lote Tshering wished good health of Hasina and peace, prosperity and happiness of the people of Bangladesh, reported UNB. Fijian Prime Minister, in his congratulatory message, said, "The impressive victory of the Awami League with 288 seats of 300-member parliament is testament of the confidence of the people of Bangladesh in your, Hasina's, leadership and ability in progressing your country's economy." He said Fiji and Bangladesh share formal diplomatic ties since 2003, building up cooperation in the areas of trade and economic activities. Jose Ivorque Bainimarama, commonly known as Frank Bainimarama, said he was looking forward to strengthening the friendship and advancing bilateral cooperation between the two counties. He wished all the success of the Bangladesh government in its next tenure. In a separate message, former Bhutanese Prime Minister Tshering Tobgay said, "The victory of Sheikh Hasina and Bangladesh Awami League is good for Bangladesh, good for the region and good for the international community." Extending his heartiest congratulations to Hasina, he said internationally Hasina was seen as a role model of leadership who was playing a pivotal role in poverty alleviation, environmental conservation, women development and addressing the problems of physically challenged persons. "I see Your Excellency as an elder sister and am personally happy that you and Bangladesh Awami League have secured a landslide victory," Tobgay said. Pakistan has also welcomed the newly elected government in Bangladesh. "We want Pakistan-Bangladesh relations to move forward in line with the 1974 tripartite agreement. We welcome the newly elected government in Bangladesh and hope and expect that it would help take the bilateral relationship away from the irritants that it has faced in the recent times," Muhammad Faisal, spokesperson for the Pakistan Foreign Ministry, told the weekly briefing in Islamabad yesterday. Muhammad Aurangzebharul, Counselor, Press, of Pakistan High Commission in Dhaka, sent the statement made in the briefing to the press in Bangladesh. Bangladesh India Pakistan on April 9, 1974, signed the tripartite agreement on the repatriation of prisoners of war and civilian internees and for normalization of relations in the subcontinent. Thank you for watching.